Welcome to Outsource Insights. Thank you so much for joining our live tour session. My name is Trisha, and we are here inside the Outsource Accelerator's TV studio, Manila, Philippines. Now, if you want to learn about the outsourcing industry and what it can bring to your business, you are at the right place because we are here to show you and give you insights into the world of Outsource Accelerator. Now, before anything else, let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Trisha Gareen, and I am the business host of Outsource Accelerator. I'm also a video content creator for our YouTube page. We basically produce videos highlighting outsourcing industry and all its benefits to the business. So let me quickly run through our agenda for today's session. Now, in a few minutes, we will be introducing Outsource Accelerator, who we are and what we do, and we will be talking about the outsourcing industry. And we're going to give you a tour of the offshoring facility we have here in the Philippines. In this session, you will learn the basics of outsourcing, including a very specific salaries and cost associated with offshoring. Now, if you have any questions, please put them on a chat and I'll be happy to answer all of them for you real time. If you have anything that you want us to assist when it comes to outsourcing any functions of your business, or if you haven't tried outsourcing yet, let us know how we can help you. We can even set up a separate schedule for you with one of our offshoring experts for you to really have a deeper conversation about a very specifics of your business. Now, this session will run 30 minutes of your time. Now, if you can also share this session with your friends, with your colleagues, someone that may want to learn about the industry as well. Now, so the slides that we will be showing you on your screens, just like now, you can download them. It is better for you to have your own copy of the slides. Some details are quite small, so it is better for you to have your own copy. So, introducing Outsource Accelerator, let's get into our slides. So, Outsource Accelerator is the world's leading outsourcing marketplace and advisory. Think of us like a TripAdvisor or the Agoda of global outsourcing industry. And to show you some figures behind our website, Outsource Accelerator's website, it generates up to 200,000 or over 200,000 visitors each month. Every month, we help more than thousands of businesses with all their outsourcing. They request around 2,000 up to 3,000 full-time jobs, and that is 18 million US dollars every month. We also have around 500,000 page views on our website. And as I've mentioned, we are like the TripAdvisor of outsourcing, wherein we have over 3,000 BPO firms on our website, which you can browse on. 15,000 pages of content, complete content from video to our YouTube page. Audio, we have the podcast hosted by our CEO. And of course, we do have the two industry leading newsletters that has around hundreds of thousands of subscribers to it. So that is Outsource Accelerator. We are here to help you on your outsourcing journey. So, who is Derek Gallimore? Derek Gallimore is the CEO and founder of Outsource Accelerator. He has been an entrepreneur for 25 years, and he actually bootstrapped three eight-figure businesses, one of which is the Outsource Accelerator, the third one. And he started the company 6 years ago to provide a marketplace for the outsourcing industry. And he has been living here in the Philippines for 9 years now. As we all know, the Philippines is the heart of global outsourcing industry. Something that you also want to know about Derek is that he authored the best-selling book called Inside Outsourcing. This is the copy of there you go. This is the copy of Inside Outsourcing. So this book took Derek 4 years to write, and it is really aimed for entrepreneurs, for startup business owners like you, to help you understand the concept of global employment of outsourcing and how you can make it work for your business. So this is available on Amazon if you guys are interested. So let's talk about the outsourcing industry here in the Philippines. But first, the Philippines is a beautiful country. We are known to be one of the top vacation destination, and we are also known to be one of the top outsourcing destination as well. We have an abundant number of Filipino workforce, all available and willing to enter the industry. In fact, the Philippines produces over 750 thousand college graduates every year. Very significant number of people coming out of college and ready to work for your business. The Philippines has 110 million people in it, and Filipinos are known to be one of the warmest, most professional employees that a business can have. And we are quite a unique country considering that we are located in the middle of Southeast Asia. And also, the Philippines speaks fantastic English. We are one of the top English speaking nation outside of West. Also, we are one of the longest outsourcing destinations as well. The outsourcing industry, it generates 25 billion US dollars every year. So, massive industry that is around 30 years old. And when it comes to the global outsource global revenue annually, that is about 250 billion US dollars. 12% of GDP contributing from the outsourcing industry. It is the single biggest sector in the Philippines, and the Philippines employs over 1.5 million professionals in largely high paying white collar jobs. And there's also the 3.5 million workers in sort of gig economy freelancing sector that is about 10 billion US dollars of value. So that is the outsourcing industry here in the Philippines. But then outsourcing can be pretty controversial. There's a lot of misconceptions about outsourcing, a lot of stigma. People accuse it of slave labor. They say that it takes away jobs from from the local employees, and they say that it is a sweatshop, and that they think that those people that work in the industry, they work in terrible poor condition. Well, we are here to help you dispel those myths, and to hopefully this session will help you understand that outsourcing is nothing like that. It is far from that. And that the outsourcing facility we have here in the Philippines are, incredibly amazing, world class, and all modern. And the people that work in the industry, they are incredibly great professionals. They have great careers here, amazing living, and they earn great money. So it is a win-win for everyone, not just for the CEOs, for the business owners, but also to the workforce as well. And of course, outsourcing can be pretty confusing to some people. So to help understand the concept of outsourcing, think of it as 99% the same as traditional employment, okay? Now, the only difference here is that your staff are sitting on a different location or on a different country. And since they're sitting on a different location, you can definitely save up to 70% on your all-in staffing costs. And again, if you think about outsourcing, similar as traditional employment, but then your staff are located somewhere else, and you can save up to 70% in your employment costs. So employment in outsourcing is no different from the West. Basically, any jobs that you can see in your hometown can be outsourced. So in here, we've got the in-demand full-time. We've also got part-time, all sorts of generalists, freelancers, consultants, agencies, interns, contractors. There's really a lot, but we are going to focus more on the full-time dedicated staff, because full-time employment in your market and here in the Philippines is the most dominant model. Full-time employees work best, and they are the most adopted by the outsourcing industry here. But whether it's an agency, advisor, or full-time, you can definitely save up to 70% on your all-in staffing costs. So the staff are 100% full-time and dedicated to you. They are your staff. Yes, they may be employed by someone else, but they are your employees. And just like traditional employment, and they are recruited and hired specifically for your business needs. So they are really tailor fit for your business needs. Now, I'm going to show you the traditional employment chart, and you may be familiar with this, of course, because this is the very traditional employment chart. So as you can see on your chart here, on top is the employer, which is you. And as the employer, it is your responsibility to manage and pay for all your admin, payroll, HR, what else, compliance, recruitment. There are lots of things that you have to be responsible of and you have to manage. On top of that, you would also have to provide your own office facilities, desk, hardware, including your IT. And beneath that layer is, of course, your full-time employee, and you will be managing the day-to-day performance of your staff. So that is the traditional employment. So if we are going to compare it to offshore staffing, let's see the chart here. As you can see, it is slightly identical, except for the middle layer there, the outlined colored blue. All of those things will be done by the outsourcing firm for you. So again, a pretty same process, but this time all your admin, your payroll, insurance, recruitment, all of these things are done and managed by the outsourcing service provider. And on top of that, the outsourcing firm will also provide your own office facilities, desk hardware, including your, and then the outsourcing firm will also employ the staff for you, but they are fundamentally your staff. They may be employed by someone else. They are your employees. And you, as the client, as the employer, you still get to manage their training, onboarding, performance, development, all of these things you can manage. And the big bonus again is that you can save up to 70% on your employment. Outsourcing, it's not just limited to call centers, virtual assistants doing basic roles, working from home in their pajamas. Basically, any roles that, again, you can see in your hometown can be outsourced. And we are showing you in your screens now is just some examples of different roles that you'll see in the industry there. Other than the VAs and call centers, we've also got web development, recruitment, human resource, payroll management, bookkeeping, lots of different roles, and down to creatives, market research, and it's really endless. And another rule of thumb here is that if the job can be done in front of a computer, then it can be done offshore. So this time, let's talk about the pricing guide structure. So this is going to be a high-level discussion. When dealing with outsourcing, there are basically three buckets of prices, okay? The first one is the salary of an employee. The second one is the government contributions. And the third one is the seat fee or the outsourcing office facility cost. So these three items, this is the combined all-in costs, okay? So the first bucket of price, salary of an employee. It is a market value, market price. We don't put any margin, no markups on it, and it is completely transparent. On top of someone's salary is, of course, the second bucket of price, which is the government contributions. This is the 20% to 25% that covers all the pension, social security, healthcare, HMO, including the 13th month pay, or basically just like Christmas bonus given at the end of the year. So those things are included within the 20% to 25% government contributions. Okay, so additionally, the third bucket of price is the seat fee or the offshoring facility costs. So this would range from 300 US dollars per month up to 1,000 US dollars per month. This price could go up and down depending on what's included within the package. And the price varies depending on the quality of the facility, the services they offer, and of course, the location as well. So you may be wondering, why is there a huge variation of price here? And let's talk about it, about what you can get out of that money, out of that outsourcing service fee. But first, we refer to outsourcing as the WeWork on steroids. WeWork, they provide the space for the people, similar with the outsourcing firm, where they also provide the office facility for your staff or for your employees where they work from and get productive. Now, you can get a high quality office facilities, which would be more expensive, but then there's also the cheaper ones, which will be typically located outside of the city. You've got a nice and safe place for everyone where they work from, and also the staff also gets a dedicated desk. So this is the reason why there is a huge variation of price here, because other than the office facility, the staff also gets a dedicated desk, amenities, and hardware. So each staff would get, for example, dual screen monitor and all the standard equipment that they need in order to get the job done. So as you can see in your screens now, there's also the employment layer. So it would really cost you to hire people to be compliant and to have that legal structure in making sure that you properly employ your staff and to comply within the local labor laws. And in this case, the Philippines. And there's also the account management. And this is basically like co-parenting between you, the client, your employees, and the outsourcing firm, which is the co-parent intermediating the relations and making sure that everything works well. So basically, the outsourcing firm, they are the glue that keeps everything together. But fundamentally, you as the client, you still get to manage the day-to-day activities of your staff offshore. So all of these things are all included within the price. And again, the price varies depending on the quality of the facility, the services they offer, and the location. So the org chart, this is basically the graphical representation of the different roles, responsibilities, and the relationships of each individual within the business. And in here, we've got the CEO to COO, down to operations head, the recruitment head, accounting, IT, hardware, and infrastructure. Lots of people involved in making sure that your staff are happy, healthy, and productive. So these people are in making sure as well that your staff and your office facility runs smoothly. So this is the easy way to visualize workflows within the business as well. All right, so let's talk about the recruitment process. This is going to be our last slide before we head on to our office tour. So, along with growing your business is the need to hire and recruit additional staff to take on additional roles, of course. And of course, you want to hire top talent to support your growing or expanding organization. And while recruitment process is really necessary, it can sometimes get pretty dragging and time consuming. Not to mention, it might keep you away from the most important responsibilities, particularly the core business function. Now, this is where outsourcing comes in very handy because with outsourcing, you let a specialist with an in-depth knowledge and experience hire the best people, the best talent for your business needs. So the outsourcing firm is also responsible for providing the recruitment methodologies, the technology, and of course, filtering out the best people for your job vacancies. So with the recruitment process that we have here, it would normally take at least or around 2 to 8 weeks depending on the roles availability, the jobs complexity, and the candidate's notice period. So as you can see, this is our streamlined process. For the first few weeks after discussing the roles that you are looking for, basically we will be sourcing and advertising for that job role for you, including the first and second screening, and then setting up an interview for you once you have the candidate that you would want to hire. It would also depend if the candidate is still employed or not, because if they are free, you can hire them right away. But if they're still employed, the candidate will be given 2 to 4 weeks notice. And then lots of interview for finalization, interview for you, background screening for the candidate, and we will be preparing all the documents, the job offer, and the contracts for signing, and eventually moving on to the orientation and training. So it really looks like the same recruitment process out there. We have the streamlined process that you would normally follow in order to hire what you are looking for your business. This time, we'll be showing you our office facility here in the Philippines. So first station, we are here in our TV studio. This is where we would normally shoot and record most of our video content. If you haven't seen one of our videos yet, come check out outsourceaccelerator.com YouTube page. Subscribe to it if you want to learn about the outsourcing industry. We also feature the people behind the industry as well. Come and follow me. There you go. Okay, welcome to Outsource Accelerator's incubator facility. As you can see, it really looks like a normal office, but it is beautiful. We have a beautiful view of the city outside, the big balcony. It also helps a lot of agents, especially after an IRAT call. They just come out of the balcony and unwind, relax. So the outsourcing industry here in the Philippines realizes that it is really important to provide great facility, stimulating working environment so that people are happy and they are more productive than ever. And of course, those are the things that you would normally find in an outsourcing facility here in the Philippines. With the facility that we are in now, it is relatively small. It is around 350 seat facility, but we are complete with all the standard equipment that the agent needs in order to get the job done. As you can see, we have the 24-inch dual screen monitor. We also have our other things like webcam, headsets, keyboard, mouse, and also we have an i5 processor, 8 gig RAM, high speed internet. We have internet and power redundancy to avoid downtime. And you would notice that the working stations are really open. It is not a typical cubicle setup because we wanted to build collaboration within teams. So moving forward, please. And time check, it is 11:52 a.m. here in Manila, Philippines. Daytime, that means nighttime in US. Most of the seats are empty at this time because most of our staff, they work US hours. And of course, it's nighttime in US, but during nighttime here in the Philippines, this floor is filled with with lots of different agents working for different clients, mostly from the West. So this is just half of our operations floor. As you pass through that hallway, there's another door going to our second operations floor that is about 120 seats there, mostly for US clients as well. Hi, good morning. So on this side is our lounge area. And since it is already Christmas season, we have put a beautiful Christmas tree over here, a nice cozy place so that everyone can just relax. That most of the agents just come here and have a quick nap if they want to, and we can even watch movies here because we have a big screen over there. And other than relaxation, this lounge area, we also do this for fun activities in the office. Like recently, we did a talent show here, showcasing different talents of our agents. So really, the Filipinos are really quite talented. Now, other than the office facility, we also have lounge area. We also have a big boardroom on this side where we do mostly big meetings, also fun activities as well. We also have small conference room for small meetings, quick huddles, and dedicated rooms, standard rooms for our smaller clients. We also have a dedicated room for our recruitment team. And other than that, we also have the pantry facility wherein we give free rides to everyone. We have beverages there, fruits, sweets. We have an unlimited coffee because coffee is really important for the agents. They work night shift and they have to be awake all night. So we are basically just going back or heading back inside our TV studio, and we will be we will be discussing very specific salaries and costs there. So we have few minutes left, and we can answer any of your questions. Just put them on a chat. So that is our quick office tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So let's talk about the cost. Let's just sit down for a bit. There you go. I'm just gonna take this. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the costs. So we are showing you on your screens the outline of the guide price and basically, most specifically, the actual salaries associated with offshoring. Again, some details are quite small. You may not read it very clearly, so it is better for you to have your own copy of the slides so you have a better visuals there. Just leave us your email so that we can be able to email you the downloadable slides. Okay? Now, reminding you of those three buckets of prices that we have discussed earlier. Again, the first bucket, the salary of an employee. The second one, government contributions. And the third one is the seat fee or the office facility costs. So as you combine all these three items together, that is the combined all-in cost. And that is pretty much what we are showing you in your screens there. But this time, the chart, it does provide a very specific cost ranges from highest to lowest, and it breaks down a component on what goes into an outsourcing all-in costs. So for the next slide, we'll be showing you very specific salaries for different roles. So there you go. Now, what you see are very specific roles like technical support, virtual assistants, medical transcriptionists, of course, sales agents, developers. We've also got recruitment, bookkeepers, so things like that. And you would notice that the vast majority of salaries here in the Philippines are 500 US dollars per month up to 1,000 US dollars per month. So it all depends with the job's complexity and the seniority level of an employee. But to really put that on context, let's say, for example, a Starbucks employee would normally earn around 350 US dollars per month up to $400 US dollars per month. Okay. But once you get on the more professional roles, that would be around 1,500 US dollars up to 2,000 US dollars per month. But really, the vast majority of the sort of administrative roles would be 500 US dollars per month. Okay. And then lots of digital roles that most people come offshore to employ. And these roles are like digital marketing specialists. We've also got social media specialists, graphic designers, video editors. And these roles would normally earn around 500 to 1,000 US dollars per month. So generally, let's say, for if we take for example a salary of 500 US dollars per month, and then there's the 20% government contributions, which would bring you to 600 US dollars. And then there's also the seat fee or the office facility costs, which in our facility, for example, would be 600 US dollars per month. So generally, the outsourcing all-in cost would be 1,200 US dollars per month up to 1,700 US dollars per month. And then the next slide is just showing you similar roles in the outsourcing industry with a very specific salaries ranges from lowest to highest in USD. So the typical employment in your hometown would cost you somewhere between 50% to 100% on top of someone's salary. It is basically the same here in outsourcing, except offshore, you can save up to 70% on your all-in staffing costs. We can go into much more detail about this. Of course, every businesses are different, so it is better for you to strategize with an expert, with an outsourcing expert, so that you can get the best package, the best deal that you need for your business, and to tailor fit the candidate that you are looking for that will help you grow your business and at the same time will reduce your production costs or your labor costs. So you can always reach out to us on our website. There you can get 3 free codes, download our toolkit, and book a consultation. So we have the Facebook page. You can reach out to us on our LinkedIn account. You can email us at info@outsourceaccelerator.com. So that's it from us. I hope you found this valuable as much as we do. Thank you so much for joining Outsourcing Insights. Again, my name is Trisha, and this is Outsource Accelerator. Goodbye, and thank you.